folks! Welcome back. My name is Rudy. Phyrexia all will be 69. What do we think? Should I hype it? Are we supposed to pump and dump it? Or what do we do? What do we do? So today, I want to acknowledge a couple interesting things. First, no one's really commenting on it, but in my opinion, I'm very surprised we're not seeing more serialized cards since Brothers War. We didn't see them in a specialty remastered set, Dominaria, and now the next standard set, we're not seeing serialized cards again. I'm actually pretty surprised because I was kind of a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy. I was kind of, not quite the normal Rudy hype man and pump and dumping your stepsister thing. I was kind of, I was skeptical because I was like, look, Brothers War has these amazing artifacts with the first serialized batch of art. They're the coolest artifacts I've seen since the masterpieces from Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, flat out, from what was that, 5-6 years ago? Oh my god, really? 5-6 years ago? So I expected by now we would see more serialized cards. Then, of course, everything was going to be serialized. Then the Wizards would ruin it, like they overdo everything. And then we would see the uniqueness go away, and the price of the serialized cards would crash. And we haven't seen that, which is why Brothers War and Collector Box we've been talking about. I did a couple box openings. It's been a very interesting thing. So now, how do we feel about the new Phyrexia set? Well, let's go over a couple things. Historically, Phyrexian flavor and theme, Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besiege, New Phyrexia, the original OG versions from, oh god, really? 13 years ago? Oh my god! I need to retire. And all those products were extremely well received. Now, I want to be very cautious to everybody in understanding the reason the original New Phyrexia set from the Scars of Mirrodin block is one of the most expensive modern era Magic boxes is because it was extremely tight print run. It was so tightly printed. Today's standards and everybody watching this in 2023 can't even comprehend the difficulty it was to even acquire those boxes at release. So understand, this was pre-printed demand, pre-RTR Gatecrash Dragon's Base block, so pre-2012, and because of that, the new Phyrexia was like the last set in the block, and it was like stores got some cases of it, and then I think there was a small drip from distributors of a couple cases, but that was it. This thing was so short printed, it was insane. But that's how a lot of Magic products were back in that modern era. And when again, in Wizards' defense, Magic was nowhere near as big as it is today back then. Back then, Magic was, honestly, I'd say a quarter of the size it is today. I mean, I would say literally back then, it's 25% of the size of today's market cap today. The difference is astronomical. So the new Phyrexian product today is something that everybody's going to really enjoy and really love. The flavor, the theme, those kind of monster, demon, alien, Phyrexian, the whole completed thing. The whole concept of it is going to connect well with a lot of people, I believe. And a lot of people, and it's interesting because I've been going through Patron messages, been looking at emails, looking at comments on other YouTube channels, going on my OnlyFans page, checking out how hairy my arms are, and there's a lot of comments about people excited to have another Phyrexian set, and a lot of comments about how we haven't had a new Phyrexia set, dedicated to it since the original OG, which was like 15 years ago. So that I kind of feel like I underplayed that. I don't feel like I put enough emphasis on that. So right now we have the new Phyrexia, all will be 69, draft set, collector, and this new specialty completed weird oil slick bundle that's getting a lot of buzz. And first we're going to talk about that little oily slick bundle for a second. And that is, obviously, it's got unique cards that are only available from that. And that product appears to be very short printed. Now, I have not confirmed that this is a one print run and done, like a collector box. I don't know if there's going to be multiple waves. Historically, fat packs, can't say fat pack, skinny packs, can't say skinny packs, that's still insulting to my ex. Bundles historically have a single print run, just like pre-release kits. Now, historically, distributors tend to sit on product, they tend to do, well, wait a minute, does anybody, no wait, nobody sits on product anymore, never mind, distributors don't even, nobody sits on Magic anymore, it all goes to zero. I feel like this is a test product. I feel like Wizards is looking to unlock more value from the bundle fat pack type segment of the market. And I'm surprised it took them this long to realize that, well, if we make it with set boosters instead of draft, more value. If we put an exclusive version of a card that's only in this, more value. An exclusive custom color, shape, size dice, or a D20. I'm assuming it's still a D20 unless it's something weird. It's usually always a D20. Has there ever been a non-D20 Magic? I think it's always. I'm surprised they haven't done like on the special commander product with like 40 life or anything. Anyways, but they have unique items in it. Now, obviously, it's more expensive. You know, even stores pay more, Wizards charge more. It's more expensive across the board for this completed bundle. The market's probably going to price it, I would guess, between 80, maybe even 100, 110, 100. It's going to move because it's looking like there's not a lot out there. But again, I don't know if this is a test. I don't know if they're watching to see this is going to be a green light to do more. We don't know. So again, I'd be cautious on it. It does look cool. I'm not going to downplay it. This oil slick crazy, it looks neat. And Wizards seems to be going with this path that they want some form of unique type of card in each standard set to help support the value. Is anybody noticing that? Think about it. Kamigawa, the neon cards, right? Streets of Barry Manilow, the gold gilded things. Still think they look amazing. You can't believe that set is worth 0. You know, then what was the next standard set after that? I guess we're going right to Brothers War. No, Dominaria. Dominaria, you know, Liliana, crazy. We got a really kind of throwback land cycle. We got original Lost Legends. And then we go to Brothers War, serialized cards, retro artifact. So you can see each thing they're doing has some form of unique card that they're trying to hold value for a standard non-specialty product. So far, it's been hit and miss. I think everyone's biggest surprise of 2022 is not Baldur's Gate, it's not the washer dryer, it's not Rudy showing up when you're at work. It's actually Dominaria united with Lost Legends and Liliana not doing good. Like, that blows my mind. That's, to me, that was the biggest shocker of last year. And of course, Baldur's Gate, you know. But looking at this new Phyrexian set, at release, I do have heavy bags, so I am going to sell it. I'm going to offer it to the patrons. I'm going to be starting next Friday, or this Friday, first week of, whatever you watch this, the first Friday of February. I'll be selling the Phyrexian Alby 69 collector boxes. I'm going to offer a variety of quantities. Due to feedback of patrons, I'm going to try to do it all for even like a 1-box option all the way to like a 3-box, 6-box, 12. And I'm trying to get, because I always get patrons always want me to do the 24-box, the master sealed case, the original one, where you get 24 collector boxes. I'm always nervous to offer that because, you know, if 50 patrons buy that, like, I immediately run out of product. But not many people really buy that, just a handful. So I'm going to be offering that this Friday. And of course, I'll report to the public the results. And of course, Sunday I'll be doing some set boxes. I don't have a lot of set boxes, so it might be half a case or a case only. No draft, no jump starts, no commander. Those products are still discontinued till further notice. I'm not sure how the wind's going to go on this. Most patrons and LGSs I've talked to so far, I'm going to be very honest with you, are very negative. Okay? There's a lot of bearishness. A lot of bearscape, hairy Rudy face, you know, $18 hair. Wait, I didn't spend $18 on a haircut. 80 cents on a hair. There's a lot of negativity and a lot of attitude where stores are saying get everything off the books at release because it's all going to collapse. I'm not sure I'm on board with that because I heard the same thing with Dominaria Remastered a month ago. Obviously, this is a standard set. So Brothers War didn't collapse. I know, serialized cards, artifacts. So right now, I'm getting tremendous messages like I always do before every release. Patrons asking, Rudy, come on, new Phyrexia, I'm ready for it. A lot of excitement, a lot of people really looking forward to this set. But I'm also getting, at the same time, I'm getting stores saying, oh God, Rudy, hurry up and get the collector boxes. They're all going to collapse like Dominaria. They're going to be $140, $150 a box. And that may happen. We don't know. But at the same time, I have patrons still contacting me saying, Rudy, can I have some Brothers War collectors? I know I didn't buy it release. It's gone up. And same thing with Dominaria Remastered. So you can't blanket this stuff, folks, because every set is so independent. And you all know, I've warned everybody, out of nowhere, Wizards is going to rug pull us. And I don't mean a negative rug pull. I'm talking Persian rug, surprise, and they're going to rug pull us, and they're going to short print a set. We are going to have a Magic product come out in 2023. I don't know if it's all the new Phyrexia all be 69. I don't know if it's going to be the return of Ixalan's and Throne of Eldraines. I don't know if it's going to be another triple, quadruple, your ex-girlfriend Masters. I don't know if it's going to be Boulder's Gate Part 6, the gates held up by duct tape. Oh, that would be a good set. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm telling you all, Wizards is going to jolt the market. We're going to see a product where all of a sudden the collector boxes, stores are allocated, here's your issue, and that's it. They're just going to quietly say that's it. There's going to be a system shock sometime this year. We don't know when, which is why I'm telling you all and encouraging you all, just if you enjoy the product and you like the set, be very careful trying to time the market. Sometimes it works great, Dominaria United. Sometimes it doesn't. Dominaria Remastered, Brothers War, it swings both ways. So trying to time this stuff in short term is a very dangerous, risky thing. But as of right now, at least the feedback loop I'm involved in, people in the customer base, the patrons, the people I'm talking to, seem really happy with the product. And that's what I wanted to report to everybody. A lot of the store owners, which have a lot of anger, a lot of D&D stores, a lot of minifig stores that have all these different things in different categories, a lot of board game stores, a lot of stores that have all these different type of IPs and brands. They're very negative on Hasbro and Wizards. So no matter how good the product is, they want it all. They want to be out. They want to sell it, fill some pre-orders, and they want to be out. So we have once again a pretty major divide. So once again, I don't know how this is going to go in the first week of February. But I'm telling you all, do not underestimate these Magic products. Just because we're pissed at Hasbro and good old Chris Cox at the cocktail party, all this dumb stuff from last year, this does not... those people at the top might as well be on the moon. They don't represent the engineering, the design of the Phyrexian set. They're not designing the product. They're not doing the artwork. They're not playtesting. They're not R&D. They're not the artists. They're not the thousands of people who work for Hasbro. These people that just because they don't have a clue doesn't mean the products being released today are not going to age well or become successful. And that's something that I'm trying, hopefully you all are trying. We have to disconnect our emotion to basically from the product to these morons at the top who, in my opinion, aren't going to be employed there in the next 3, 5, 10 years. These people are going to be gone. I'm an old fart. I've seen this with companies, and when you're steering the cruise ship. Sorry, I'm in Florida. Cruise ships. Cut me some slack, folks. When you're steering the Costa Concordia and you're going to rocks and you're in the bar hitting on the chicks and the ship is just driving itself, eventually you're going to get caught with your pants down. Costa Concordia, and you're going to be tilting sideways. And I do believe these people at the top who are doing a terrible job. I personally don't believe Cynthia Williams. Again, she could be a very nice woman. I just don't believe she's qualified for this particular job. Chris Cox showed a lot of success with Magic in the past, with Arena, Digital, through the boom of everything, but I don't think he should be CEO of Hasbro. That's my opinion. They could be very nice people. Honestly, I'd hang out. I'd buy them dinner. I'd buy them Taco Bell. Let's feel them out. Not even the party pack. They get dollar menu. There's no dollar menu? Inflation economy? Anyways, so to wrap this video up, folks, I like the product. I'm going to do box openings. You all need to determine how you feel with it, the relationship you all want to have with Hasbro and Magic, and that's really all there is to say about it. I'm going to be running the sale into this week. It's coming up pretty quick here. We're going into February. A lot of people are excited. A lot of patrons are excited. A lot of patrons are not excited. They're having, economic issues, job loss problems, and I hate to see them go, and there's nothing I can do. I wish them good fortune, but it is what it is. That's the turbulence we're in. So that's all I have to say about the new Phyrexian thing. I'm shocked that we're still not seeing serialized cards. I know Wizards and Hasbro is going to system shock us anytime. I don't know when, but it's coming. I'm telling you all, they're going to short print something and they're going to jolt the market and they're going to be like, ha! You think we overprint, and they're going to get us. They're going to do it on purpose. I'm telling you. Other than that, folks, I appreciate all the views. We're getting ready to go into February. The support, kind words. It's been a very turbulent start to the year. But so far, I would consider pretty good. As far as myself and the channel, obviously we had a weird start because I did that collection video. Then I went viral on social media, Reddit, Discords, and Facebooks about scamming collection buyers. But then it backfired, and now I'm swamped with emails and people trying to sell and sending me all this. You guys send me all these nice messages. So I'm trying to catch up with that. We got a lot of collection videos coming. Yes, for February, We've got some awesome new Weiss sets coming. We got the Magic thing happening. We got throwback older Magic, even Pokemon. I have a Pokemon variety booster box with probably like Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, and maybe maybe 3 different Pokemon sets. We're gonna do a little multi-Pokemon booster box kit for the patrons. I don't know. We'll take 3 Pokemon boxes, and you buy all 3. And if the market price is, I don't know, 3 boxes comes to $425, we'll take off like $40 and make a little kit. It'll be fun. Besides that, I don't. A lot of conversation on the MetaZoo. You can thumbs down now. No one's watching. A lot of conversation on MetaZoo Seance right now. A lot of people asked me to run another sale on the MetaZoo Seance. I did a little bit of inventory auditing. I think I have maybe 9 master cases of MetaZoo Seance. I don't have enough to run a big MetaZoo sale for Seance again. I have a little bit of each SKU, but I mean, I can try and make 50 to 75 kits for like little mini things with like one buy. There's just not a lot out there. You go on TCG Player, the MetaZoo Seance stuff is becoming very scarce. It's definitely following in the footsteps of Nightfall. My prediction, as long as MetaZoo launches really well with their animated series and expands their brand this year, I do think the Nightfall and Seance boxes are going to push above that $100 a box and go to $150, $200 a box. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. Flesh and Blood is obviously getting a lot of attention. I ran the Dynasty sale recently with a little promo thing, and that sold the whole pallet I had. Everything's gone. And I know a lot of people are talking about the Flesh and Blood Outsiders coming soon. I know a lot of people are discussing, a lot of patrons. There's chatter about the Rudy Gem Keeper. We have our cold foil piece of equipment coming pretty soon. And obviously, if you're a Gem Keeper patron, you're getting a great deal. And essentially, if you're not, you're going to have to pay a lot more for it or pay for it. And there's a lot of excitement coming for that with Around Outsiders. So we got a really exciting lineup for February, March. And I think the biggest curiosity is definitely the Phyrexian set. I know Pokemon's fine. The MetaZoo Seance, the Flesh and Blood, some of these Weiss sets, they got some good Weiss crossovers, good branding with some of these new IPs with Weiss. But I'm really curious about this Magic Hasbro one, because this is the first standard set we've had in 2023. You can't count Dominaria Remastered. That was a specialty remastered. I feel pretty good about it. I don't think it's going to collapse. I think everybody afraid, like these stores that are afraid of the Phyrexia B69 collapse, I don't think it's because they think it's a bad product. I think it's because they have no credibility that Hasbro Wizards can control print run or adjust in this new era. All these other CCGs have adjusted, and Wizards is the only one that says, screw it, we do what we want. And they're getting crushed, bro. And, you know, Flesh and Blood, MetaZoo, Pokemon, Weiss, all these big dogs have been just shifting, they're tightening and adjusting, and they're all doing good. Pokemon's doing phenomenal. Flesh and Blood's got a major uptick. Even the cheap Flesh and Blood unlimited boxes are going up. Like, the market's going to do what the market's going to do, folks. So, hope you all learned something. I'm excited about the Phyrexian set. We'll definitely have to do some box openings on it, and we'll see what happens. Those completed little bundle things are the wild cards. So, those are higher risk, higher return, right? But I don't know. Like I said, don't underestimate these products and collectors. They're going to, I'm telling you, Wizards is going to rug pull us anytime. I'm telling you all, man.